Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back. My name is Tess. Today's video is going to be a two look created with Smokey Eyes Are Forever. The color story definitely is right up in my alley. There's no pinks in here, so obviously out of all the color story, this one is just my jam. So I'm really excited to do two look. My first impression, some swatches, comparisons. If you guys are interested in today's video, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share with your friends. I really appreciate that. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Alright, let's just go into this palette and free flow it, but we're gonna try every single shade. Of course, I prime my eyes with the Kylie concealer in the shade Pearl. Let's go into this beigey shade to kind of set the eyes a little bit and see if there's any pigment to this. I'm using a BH Lavender number 7. Just gonna lightly set things down. Let's do something around this area, this quad. Very simple. Let me go into this shade first. This shade, basically like a reddish brown shade. Very simple. Instant pigment right away. Oh my god. Comparing to yesterday's palette, like, I think I would not say Charlotte's eyeshadow formula is the worst. It's just something like, I don't know, I still feel like 75 for her palette is a lot. But then again, 50, wait, how much is her quad? Is it 55 or 52? That is already, I feel like if you want to buy that, you might as well get the bigger palette because it's just, you get more value here. But her mattes are like quite easy to use. It's not like something it's not Pat McGrath, but at least takes like no time to kind of blend and buff. And I'm gonna take the shade in the center just to see what kind of color that it gives me. Wow, very smooth. That was very effortless, easy. I'm going to top it off with the shade, this glittery shade right here. I'm just gonna pat it on top. There's no glitter primer right now. I'm just gonna tap a little bit on the front of my eyes. That was super duper easy, and I'm going back to the same brush with no additional product. I'm just going to kind of buff the edges out a little bit. Well, after using Rihanna's eyeshadow formula, I'm back to using something kind of normal. Just so easy and effortless to kind of create a simple eye look with 4 shades. Like, pretty much I'm done. Let me conceal my under eyes. I'll be right back. Just lightly do a little bit of a concealer from mirror. This take me literally like 2-3 minutes to get it done. Like, I'm very happy about it. Let me just maybe dip into something deeper. Try out the chocolatey shade and let's buff it on my lower lash line. This take me like, what, 10 seconds? And I feel like I'm done. If you feel like this is a look for you, put on some mascara, lashes, whatever you feel like. I feel like it's a look. Just to perfect it, I'm dipping back to the matte beige to kind of just soften the lines a little bit. Back to the brick brown. Kind of dipping back and forth. I kind of just like deepen the eyes a little. Alright, so for funsy and pops, that's definitely take it there. Like I really want to kind of have fun. Let's go into the bright purple shade and put it just along this part. Just to add some fun and shine. That is pretty. Oh my god, comparing to Rihanna's freaking fussy shade, like I don't know how the fuck do they fuck up a easily can be done so right palette. This is the first look done. Literally takes me 5 minutes for this look. Not something super duper special, but it was such an ease of use for me to, you know, at least enjoy the process as I am creating a look. So I'm first just going to the same beigey shade to kind of set down the base very quickly. And I want to dip into this shade right here. It's kind of like khaki brown shade, and that's this is one dip, which just shows how freaking lazy can Fenty Beauty be for an eyeshadow not to show up after freaking 5 layers. Like it just doesn't make any sense, you know? Alright, let's go into this metallic shade right here. Ariel's A19. I'm just gonna, ooh. Okay. There is like a metallic antique kind of a bronze to it. Actually kind of pretty. I was not expecting that. Gonna go into the green. Wow, that looks stunning. Just gonna lightly tab it on the center. Whew! Wow. That kind of just like transformed the look. Oh my god, I'm feeling this green very, very, very much. And I did not double dip. There's still some leftover on the finger that you can kind of highlight your inner corner. It is a luxury eyeshadow palette, so of course you will expect a certain depth or pigmentation out of a palette, you know. I'm going back to the khaki brown shade. Kind of just like soften the edges a little. Alright, now I kind of want to dip into the black. Let's do it. Let's go into the black. I did not like the black shade in Instant Eyes to Hypnotize palette. I did not enjoy the black. But also do make a mental note that I bought that palette secondhand. So you don't know if the palette is like too old or maybe expired or something like that, you know? I'm just gonna fluff a little bit of a black in the socket area, just, you know, to create some smoke. Alright, put on some concealer. Let's go ahead and smoke out the lower lash line really quickly. I'm using the BH Cosign number 10. Let's do the khaki and mix a little bit of the black together and kind of just get smoky. I really feel like after yesterday's video, I feel like I'm scarred. I'm scarred for Fenty's eyeshadow, so any eyeshadow at this point is good eyeshadow in my eyes. Okay, this is so easy to use. I feel like I almost forgot like how easy it is for eyeshadow to just freaking perform. I'm gonna dip into this little champagne pink and let's add it to the inner part of my eyes. Wow, that's pretty. Very foiled. Let's do the pink too, to add it in the inner corner. Because why not? Since we're here, not using any glitter primer or anything like that. I don't think we need to with this palette. That is beautiful. I'm gonna dip into this shade. So we are officially using every single shade in the palette. Oh, that is bright. Very pretty. Okay, I'm gonna pat a little bit of this. Just a little bit in the center. Wow, these diamond shades are really reflective. Really pretty. And this is the finished look number 2. Let me know if you guys like this look. I guess I was just a little, probably struggled a little too hard the other day with the Fenty palette. Now I'm like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. Anyways, I definitely feel like the black can be a little better. Her black eyeshadow is just not my favorite black eyeshadow ever anyway. So yeah, that's where I will leave you guys with look number 2. Okay, so I guess we're done with 2 looks. So far, first impression, I really enjoyed it. This palette took me like 10-15 minutes to create 2 looks. Wow, such a joy to use. And if you really enjoy her diamond topper shade, you will love this palette. Let me tell you, these are wow. I am very impressed. So beautiful, shiny, metallic topper, like goodness, beautiful. I really enjoy it. Really surprised me. I feel like this is almost like a step up from Ice to Hypnotize palette, this shade too. I'm gonna swatch it at the back of my hand for you. I'll definitely do like a comparison for you guys, of course, but I just want to show you these shades are really delicious, very beautiful. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. First impression, I really like it. I don't know if it's because Fenty's eyeshadow really threw me off, so I'm like impressed by this palette, but that's how an eyeshadow palette should perform. There's nothing bad to say, you know, like why do you have to put out a subpar palette? I just don't know why Fenty can get it together, like, because Selena can do really beautiful eyeshadows. Anywho, since we got time, we finished early, let's just bronze up the skin really quickly since I have not reached for this palette in a minute. Let's go into the bronzer and bronze up the skin really quickly. I also got one of her cream lip and cheek, and I really want to use that on camera with you guys, so let's go ahead and bronze out the skin really quickly, and I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm going to set the face really quickly with her setting powder, which I'm okay with. Kind of scrub out the top layers so, you know, I can get to the good stuff. I'm just gonna lightly set. Nothing too crazy, and kind of clean up the contour a little. We're gonna go into a cream product in a little bit, so I don't want to overdo the powder yet. Alright, so let's go ahead and try out her lip and cheek cream blush in the shade Pillow Talk. This is what the packaging looks like. The actual packaging is kind of cute, very standard Charlotte Tilbury. Lately I hauled some stuff from BH, so I'm gonna use one of their synthetic brush like this, and I'm just gonna dip into it, and I'm gonna lightly tap it at the back of my hand. It's a pretty color. I'm gonna lightly stamp it on. Oh wow. There's the glow. I like it. I like it so far. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, okay. Very easy to blend. There's definitely a really pretty glow there. I enjoy this shade. Very pretty. I like it. I like it. Top of my nose, not the tip of my nose. A little bit just around here. Yeah, I really enjoy there's a little bit of a subtle glow. I guess so far so good. I'll put a little bit on the forehead. Let's do just a little comparison. I'm gonna do an insert of the color comparison to the Eyes to Hypnotize palette. You can see they're actually quite similar. I would say the bronze shade are really quite similar. Quite a bit of a similarity, but a little bit of a differences too. The tones are a little bit different. This is the bronze shade. Honestly, her black formula is just not the best of the best, but I digress. It works though. It works on the eyes. So yeah, I don't see anything that's like exactly the same. Let's compare the pink. Swatch the pink in the Love Glow section. Yeah, look at these. These are through the ringer. They're all hard panned already. So yeah, it's probably time for me to declutter. I'm only keeping it for like color references. I don't really use this palette anymore, not really. I don't really reach for it. So these are the pinks, and I'm gonna swatch the Confident Eyes, this little purple iridescent. So, I mean, similar, but yeah, a little different. So another thing to note that with this palette, you have 9.5 grams of product. The one from the Eyes to Hypnotize, you only have 7.5 grams of product. I don't know what the hell is going on with that. But if you want to get the Instant Pillow Talk eyeshadow palette, you only have 7 grams of product, which is even less product value for your money wise. This is definitely, you get the most out of your money. Anywho, I just really enjoy the color story. I feel like every shade has its purpose. Granted, there's absolutely nothing super revolutionary about Charlotte's eyeshadow, but I'm pretty sure if you're a fan of her eyeshadow, you're not buying her eyeshadow because it's anything like revolutionary, like mind-blowing color story, but it's just the ease of use, and they're pretty eyeshadows. So of course, if you have the brown, you have your staple blacks. These are definitely not the standout, but very easy to use. You guys saw how easy it is for me to create these two eye looks in no time. So there's no glitter primer, no eye primer or anything like that. It just performs. Yeah, surprisingly, I really do enjoy this addition. I like it a lot. I think out of all the eyeshadow that she came out with, this is my favorite and I'll definitely be reaching for it. This is just fall in a palette to me. So for the lips, I use the Matte Revolution Pillow Talk. I will apply a little more. I feel like her Matte Revolution lipstick is just the best. I really enjoyed it. Her Kissing Lips is just not my favorite formula. I don't really care for that formula. For the lip and cheek glow, I really do enjoyed it. It did really give me a glow and it's not super duper sticky. But again, if you already have your staple cream blushes, I don't feel like you necessarily have to have it. I enjoyed it, but you know, I don't know if it's worth the money. So that is entirely up to you. That's where I'll leave you guys with today's first impression, 2 looks. We will definitely be back with more looks for you guys for sure. Anyways, I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video and find the swatches helpful. If you do, please don't forget to subscribe. If you have not subscribed, follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.